Welcome to the July 2019 edition of Rowlett on the Water, on the Move. I'm Tammy Dana-Bashian, Mayor of Rowlett.
And I'm Brian Funderburk, City Manager.
Let's start the show with some exciting City Council news. There's a new face on the Rowlett City Council. Whitney Laning was sworn in by Judge Liston at the June 18th City Council meeting. Whitney has a long, dedicated record for service to this community with an emphasis in disaster management, public safety, and emergency services. A 20-year resident of Rowlett, Whitney makes his home here with his wife Bobby and two children, Emily and Ryan. Also recognized at the meeting for her 6 years of service on City Council was Councilmember Debbie Bobbitt. Councilmember Bobbitt's contributions to Rowlett extend well beyond her service on City Council. She has served on numerous local, regional, statewide, and national committees and boards, representing Rowlett and providing staunch advocacy for our community. Thank you, Debbie. Your service is so very appreciated. So our new council's seated.
Yes, they are.
And we got a lot of tenure now, which is good. Last time we had a council seated, we had a lot of newbies on council.
That's right.
So, Whitney's new, but he has a lot of experience in the city. So we're looking forward to really being able to hit the ground running with this new council.
You know, Mayor, that's so important with the tenure we have on this board. We've got some very big decision making coming up here shortly this summer related to the budget, but also in the future with some recent legislative changes. So it will be good to have that kind of tenure on the board.
Absolutely. So welcome, Whitney, and thank you for your service, Debbie.
Recently, on June 28th and 29th, the Rowlett City Council and city staff participated in the annual council strategy planning session. The purpose of this session was to set the strategic direction for the upcoming fiscal year and align resource allocation with the city's long-term goals. It defines a vision for everyone to rally around, outlines what we will do to bring that vision to life, and the challenges that lie ahead. On the first day, the needs, challenges, and future of city departments was discussed by the city's department directors. On day two, a few topics included tax values, priorities, and financial strategies, employee compensation and staffing priorities, and discussing legislative changes and the impact those changes have on city ordinances, strategies, and resources. I am confident that this year's planning process will lead to a comprehensive and responsive budget that balances the diverse needs of our community through its emphasis on accountability, partnership, innovation, and efficiency. You know, Mayor, it was a busy 2 days.
It was good. It was a good 2 days. Lots of information, lots of important discussion. You know, it's not a time that we make decisions. It's a time where we talk about, what's the vision, what's the strategy for the upcoming year, and not just the upcoming year, but the years down the road. And that was especially important this year because, the new legislative changes, and there's several, are really going to impact us. And some of those are effective immediately, and some of those are effective September this year, and some of them are effective in the following year. So it's an important time for us to discuss all that.
Well, and Mayor, one thing I appreciated this year was the council's desire to hear directly from the departments. And I know they appreciated that very much, and I want to thank you and the council for giving them that opportunity to do that.
Well, we've been a really lean community. We've operated this city very, very lean, and we've got some decisions to make this year. So, we need some more resources to help manage our city. So we'll be making some of those decisions in the upcoming budget process.
That's right.
Synergy is a new sculpture installation at Veterans Park. Installed on June 5th, Synergy was facilitated by the Rowlett Arts and Humanities Commission. The sculpture's 6 hands represent the 5 branches of the U.S. Armed Forces, Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and Navy. The 6th hand honors veterans for their service and sacrifice. The sculptor, Gary Lee Price, is the same artist who did the library's Mark Twain and Bookworms pieces. Members of the Arts and Humanities Commission will be presenting Synergy at the upcoming July 16th council meeting. So this is exciting. We've been wanting to really have a nice sculpture at Veterans Park, and it was time to do that. Downtown development in that area was done, and Veterans Park is looking really, really nice right now.
Mayor, it is, and what I found exciting about it was we saw the pictures of kind of the preliminary design, but I wasn't really prepared for just how awesome that really is. much bigger than I thought, and I think it just sends such a huge statement to the support this community has for our veterans and for our U.S. military.
And July 16th, we're going to be doing our next honor ceremony for veterans, and we're going to couple that with presenting the new sculpture. And if the weather is good, we're going to do that at about 7:30 p.m. at Veterans Park. And if the weather is not good, we'll come back inside and do that. But we think the rain will be held off by then. So
we're going to cross our fingers for the rain.
So, for the rain to be held off.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting. We're going to be doing both of those on July 16th.
Yep. The Main Street Reconstruction Project has begun. Traffic is now one-way, going east from the roundabout to PGBT Service Road, and will remain in effect till the project is complete, roughly about 300 days. This project includes not only rebuilding Main Street and its infrastructure, but also carrying the downtown look and feel through to PGBT with wide sidewalks, parking, landscaping, and streetscaping. The project also includes the construction of a dedicated right turn only lane from the PGBT access road onto Main Street at Rowlett High School. We understand construction can be disruptive while it is occurring. Please know that we try to mitigate the inconvenience experienced by our citizens to the extent possible, and we do very much appreciate your patience through this process. If you have any questions, you can contact City Engineer Tony Creonte. He is our project contact, and you can find him available at tcreonte@rowlett.com. Mayor, you know, this was the last major project from the 2015 bond election. And when it's done, I think we have a couple park issues, but by the end of the year, those projects will be done. And this is the last project we have from 2015.
And, you know, the timing of starting this was very good. It was right after school ended.
Yep.
But citizens do need to realize it's a long project. So it is going to extend into the new school year. But boy, they're working hard and lots of work done. Utilities have been moved back off the Main Street, and lots of work being done every single day. So.
You know, Mayor, I can remember when we did the Main Street project, you know, here downtown, and how long that seemed to take and how disruptive. But when it was done, everybody was so pleased. And so I know we'll be the same way here when this project is done. Looking forward to it.
Downtown's looking good.
Yes, it is.
Every month, we answer your emails on air about city-related topics. It's a segment called Ask the Mayor. Brian, let's check the inbox for this month's emails.
Sounds good, Mayor. Here's our first email. Good morning, Mayor Tammy. I drive Miller Road from Dow Rock Road to the George Bush Access Road almost every morning to get to the community center. Unfortunately, there really aren't enough east-west roads across Rowlett. My frustration is the horrible surface condition of Miller Road. I hope some remedy will be forthcoming soon. Thank you for your continuing determination to make this city the best it can be.
Thank you so much for your email. We're really looking forward to the new and improved Miller Road. I provided a pretty in-depth explanation of this project on last month's show, so just to recap, reconstructing Miller Road from Dow Rock Road to west of Glen Heights Drive near the railroad crossing is part of the 2018 bond program. When complete, Miller Road will be a 4-lane divided concrete road with sidewalks, improved drainage, and new traffic signals. Construction is anticipated to begin late this summer and finish up in December of 2020. In the meantime, please rest assured that our public works crews will continue to monitor the current conditions along Miller Road and will address areas that need attention. And just a reminder, updates of all CIP projects will be posted monthly at www.rowlett.com/CIP. And you can find updates on active projects every week in the Friday at 5 newsletter. Miller Road's going to be a big improvement. It's something that's really needed, and it was something that was prioritized by our task force that looks at this, and our voters approved this in the bond. So it's very, very important, and work's going to begin soon. So that's good news.
Absolutely, Mayor. And you know what's even more exciting is that when we also do the stretch of Cheeser Road from Dow Rock to Miller Road, you're really going to have a huge improvement in just that one area there. Particularly as you go north on Cheesa and as you go west on Miller. Our next email says, my question is in regards to the speed limit of 30 miles per hour on residential streets. I have lived on Madison Avenue since April 1991. Our street used to be a dead end with minimal traffic until it was opened up with Lake Hill subdivision development in April of 2012 to 2013. Our street has never been the same, and not for the better. We have become a cut-through. The drivers just love to text and drive as they fly by my house. Is there any way to lower residential speed limit from 30 miles per hour to 25 miles per hour on my street? I want Rowlett to be known for being a family-safe city on our residential streets.
Ensuring both driver and pedestrian safety on all our neighborhood's public streets is a priority. Although it seems like a no-brainer that lowering the speed limit along those streets would help reduce incidents, residential streets are generally designed for a 30-mile-per-hour speed limit, and studies have determined that lowering the speed limit to 25 miles per hour typically does not deter speeding. Education, raising driver awareness of their speed, and enforcement of the posted speed limit have been found the most effective deterrents. So as part of our ongoing efforts to control speeding in residential areas, the city will, upon request, place a radar speed trailer on a designated street to remind drivers of the posted speed and to provide instant feedback on their current speed. We'll deliver one to your street soon.
Our final question asks, my street was raised and is causing flooding in front of our house. The sidewalks were not fixed to be even with the street being raised. This is also hurting the neighbors. We were never told it was going to be raised. They just did it to stop the flooding in the street, but now causing flooding in the sidewalks. This happens every time it rains a lot.
As we all know, North Texas has very expansive clay soil. With lots of rain or during extended dry spells, this soil expands and contracts, causing serious settling issues on our streets and sidewalks, just as it does around our homes' foundations. The city did perform repairs on your street, raising it to its designed height to both alleviate standing water and make it much safer for the driving public. Unfortunately, with all the rain our region has experienced this spring, many of us are experiencing puddles on our sidewalks. If your sidewalk is in disrepair, please contact the city as we have a cost-sharing program to assist homeowners with sidewalk replacement. Thanks for the questions this month. If you have a question you'd like to ask the mayor about any city-related topic, email askthemayor@rowlett.com. Then tune in to next month's show and see if your question is picked.
This month's Spirit of Rowlett Award winner is Deborah Crosby. Let's take a look at her interview with Councilmember Blake Margolis.
I'm here today with Deborah Crosby, winner of the July 2019 Spirit of Rowlett Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how long have you lived in Rowlett?
My husband and I moved here back in 1990. We lived with my in-laws for about 9 months. We did a brief stint up in Carrollton because it was close to where I worked. And then as soon as we were looking at buying a house, we knew we wanted to be back in Rowlett. So we've been here since 1992. Long time.
Yes, longer than I've been here. So tell us about your role with the GISD PTA.
I serve on the Garland ISD Council of PTAs. I'm finishing up 2 years as president in July. I've served in multiple capacities on the council. I've been secretary, first VP, advocacy. Those are all just different positions that I've served over the past 8 years, I guess, I've been on council.
So tell me about some of the things that y'all are doing on the Council of PTAs.
This has been a very busy year on council. We just finished up the legislative session. That always means we're busy. Texas PTA is busy. Texas PTA has a strong legislative influence down in Austin. As part of something we did here in Garland, we took a group of students from Garland High School down to Austin on Rally Day, and we were able to meet with Angie Chen Button and some of the other legislators down there, and that was really encouraging to see the youth of Garland just involved and excited about the legislative process. We had some successes with PTA. They were behind a bill to increase the smoking age to 21, which did pass. So that was one of the things that Texas PTA has been very strong in support of. And they also had a lot of strong support and influence trying to get school funding, which also passed. So.
Yeah, this legislative session was quite a battle amongst schools. So I'm just glad to hear all those things passed, those great things passed, and I'm glad to hear that the youth in Garland was pretty involved in Austin.
Very involved.
So that makes me happy to hear.
Yeah, we took the entire debate team down from Garland High School, and they were pumped and ready to go.
Oh, I bet you they learned so much.
Little shout out to them. We also had a couple of people on the board, on that group that went with us, that went to state and to nationals. They were actual national and state winners. So shout out to Mrs. Powell from Garland High School. She did a great job with her students.
So I understand you were also an advocate for people with special needs.
Yes, my own son was diagnosed with autism when he was 3 years old, and so through that process, I had a very good experience in his preschool years. We were at Stevens Elementary. We had a great teacher there in the preschool program. But when we moved to elementary, it was a different campus, it was different administrators, and it just became a little bit more challenging. And so I just took some time to really dig into the federal laws, the state laws, and I found myself being very effective in getting him what he needed. And then other parents kind of took notice and said, hey, how are you getting speech or whatever for Zachary? So through that process, I've become an advocate for other parents. I've gone as far north as McKinney, as far east as Greenville, as far south as Kemp, and as far west as Dallas.
Wow.
And everything in between, pretty much.
Wow. So you're also on the Arts and Humanities Board for Rowlett. Can you tell us about some of the upcoming projects or contests?
We are really busy. We have, I think, close to 20 different projects or contests that we're involved in throughout the year. Currently, we've just had the installation of the Synergy piece over in Veterans Park. There's going to be a service at one of the council meetings in July, where when Mayor Tammy does her veterans acknowledgement, we're going to have a service to sort of acknowledge the placement of that piece. We also have the photography contest going on currently. Then we have a new project that we're doing, which is the Rowlett Artist Exchange, which is where we're trying to meet with all the different types of artists in the Rowlett area and just sort of encourage collaboration with writers, painters, photographers, whatever different artists are involved in the city. We want to give them an area to sort of find like-minded people and work together.
Once again, congratulations on winning the Spirit of Rowlett Award for July, and thank you for all that you do for this community.
Thank you so much. I'm very humbled by this, and I just feel very excited to be sitting next to people on the commission who have also won, like Jeff Winget and Tamara Williams.
Yes.
Like I said before, we have so much fun, and it just seems just icing on the cake to be getting an award for something I love doing.
Do you know someone who makes a difference in Rowlett? Nominate them for the Spirit of Rowlett Award at rowlett.com/spirit.
In the summer, outdoor water usage can account for 50 to 80% of the home's water use. Knowing when and how much water to use are important factors in water conservation and maintaining lower water bills. Watering should always be done either in the early morning or late evening hours. This keeps water from evaporating between the sprinkler and the grass, as well as off the grass itself. Most Texas lawns only require 1 inch of water once a week to maintain a healthy and deep root system. Lawns with a shallow root system are not drought tolerant and will not survive hot Texas summers. For information on when and how to water your specific area, visit www.watermyyard.org. Remember, every drop counts.
Not long after I'd moved to Rowlett from Dallas, I began looking for volunteer opportunities that would make a tangible difference in the lives of Rowlett residents, as well as my own family. I found that opportunity in the Rowlett Community Emergency Response Team, or CERT. Over 10 years ago, the Rowlett Citizens Corps Council recognized the need for a trained volunteer force to assist our local first responders in the event of a local disaster. This was the beginning of what is now a 100-member strong, nationally recognized CERT program right here in Rowlett. The CERT program offers an excellent way for citizens to help their families as well as the community prepare for, mitigate, and respond to natural and man-made disasters. The CERT program educates citizens about disaster preparedness for hazards that may impact their area and trains them in basic disaster response skills such as fire safety, light search and rescue, team organization, and disaster medical operations. Using the training learned in the classroom and during exercises, CERT members can assist others in their neighborhood or workplace following an event when professional responders are not immediately available to help. We maintain our readiness and keep our skills sharp through regular full-scale exercises and drills and there are roles suitable for everybody, no matter your abilities or experience or physical capabilities. We look forward to seeing you as part of the Rowlett CERT team.
Don't let outdoor watering sneak up on your water bill. During the summertime, temperatures soar and many Rowlett residents can expect to see their water use increase due to a greater need for outdoor watering. But how much does landscape watering impact your bill? For some customers, following the conservation watering restrictions of no more than twice per week can still result in an increase of more than 10,000 to 15,000 gallons on their monthly water bill for irrigation alone. The best way to manage your water usage is to create your advanced metering infrastructure profile today and follow your water consumption online. The AMI system reads every hour, allowing you to get real-time usage information. Visit rowlett.com/AMI to set up your account and even create high water usage alerts delivered to your phone. We wanted to remind everybody, because the watering season's coming up, we've had an unusually wet spring, and
Yes.
but we don't expect that to continue. And we have to water our lawns. We have to preserve our foundations. But it is important that people understand what the little bit of outdoor irrigation causes for their usage.
That's right, Mayor, and this is a great example of what happened in 2015. After the drought, we had it rained 31 straight days in May, and then it kind of stopped raining, and people started using more water, and they didn't even realize how much water they were using. And the truth is, there is really good information out there that tells people how much they should water their lawn. And if people would use that information, they would realize they probably do overwater a little bit. So we've had a lot of rain this spring, and people haven't been watering. Summer is kind of here, and so they need to tune into it.
And I've dedicated the July Mayor Spotlight to water again. I did that last July. So please go to our website and pull up that publication. It's important. There's some really good detailed information in there about what our water rates are compared to other cities and what we've done to try to curb some of that and how much water is the right amount of water. So really good information in the Mayor's Spotlight.
The next Citizen Police Academy starts on August 22nd and is now accepting applications. The Rowlett Police Department Citizen Police Academy is a 12-week course that is designed to help citizens better understand what a police officer encounters while on duty. The academy is intended for citizens over the age of 18 who live or work in the city of Rowlett. Classes are held every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Each week you will have a qualified police instructor explain how the various areas within the police department operate. You'll get hands-on instruction on the use of police firearms at the shooting range and participate in a driving course where students drive a police squad car. They'll even arrange for a ride-along with an officer on patrol. When you graduate, you will receive a certificate of achievement showing you have completed the Citizens Police Academy training. To register and to get more information, please visit rowlett.com/CPA or call 972-412-6242. Mayor, this is one of several academies that we have in the city of Rowlett. We also have a fire academy and a citizens academy. This one is a very fun one for people. They learn an awful lot about our police department, and it actually helps tune them into some things they need to pay attention to for their own safety.
Our police officers really love having this academy because it's an extension. They really get to inform the public of what to look for and how to engage the police officers. And so it just gets the word out into the community of how to keep our community safe and how for all of us to have this responsibility to keep our community safe.
I think love and unity, they fit hand in hand together. I don't think you can truly have love until you have unity, and I don't think you can truly have unity until you have love. They work hand in hand together, and you can't unite with somebody you don't love.
When you can inspire people to rally around a cause, to think maybe outside of their own home, their own business, their own church, to realize that as a community we can accomplish so much more together, I really think that's the key to what makes a week like this work.
When you see people coming together, serving their city with no strings attached, just doing it because they want to give back and be a part of something amazing and just show people God's love, that to me is just super cool, super exciting, that people want to do that and give up their time. And so I think that's amazing.
I would encourage everyone that can get involved in Love My City Week, whether we're able to do one again this year, or next year, or every week, definitely get involved. It will change your life.
Indoor water conservation is something most people don't pay attention to. Texans average 169 gallons per person per day. Most households, however, can easily save water and lower their bills through simple practices such as installing water-efficient fixtures and by locating and eliminating leaks. Toilets are the main source of water use in the home and also happen to be a major source of leaks and/or inefficiencies. In most homes, toilets account for approximately 30% of indoor water usage, and it's estimated that nearly 20% of all toilets leak. It's important to repair leaking toilets and all other leaks right away, as they waste both water and energy, and usually account for 10% or more of your water bill. For more helpful tips and resources on how you can conserve water indoors, please visit www.wateriq.org. Remember, every drop counts.
And welcome back. Here are the public meetings in July. We have council meetings on July 2nd and 16th. Planning and zoning is July 9th and the 23rd. City offices and facilities will be closed on Thursday, July 4th. This includes City Hall, utility billing, the community center, library, municipal court, and animal shelter. The wet zone will be open for the holidays, and FCC will conduct garbage collection on their regular schedule.
Have you been to the weekly farmers market at the Village of Rowlett downtown? Every Thursday this summer from 5 to 8 p.m., this weekly farmers market is home to vendors, merchants, artisans, and craftsmen. Stock up on fresh veggies and specialty products and wares, all while supporting our local market. For more details, please visit villageofrowlettdowntown.com.
The Waterview Golf Club is closed for the summer for extensive renovations. In May 2018, Rowlett voters approved a bond package that included $1.1 million to fund renovations and a full replacement of the existing greens. The course will reopen in September. The final date will be dependent upon weather and green grow-in. We are excited about these much-needed improvements, and we will keep everyone in the loop as this process proceeds throughout the summer. If you would like more information and project details, please visit rowlett.com/2018bond, all one word.
Adulting 101 is a new free seminar series this summer for Rowlett young adults, ages 17 through 20. Whether you're heading into the workforce or to college, these seminars can help guide you to success. Learn about practical decisions you can make today to help lay a solid foundation for an amazing life that makes a positive impact in our world. Visit rowlett.com/adulting to sign up.
The summer concert series is back. Friday nights in August from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the Village of Rowlett downtown. Come unwind and have some fun while listening to some of the area's best cover bands, and best of all, free admission. In addition to some amazing tunes, the summer concert series will have food trucks on site offering up some tasty, awesome food. All concerts will be held on Main Street in downtown Rowlett across from City Hall. Here's the lineup. August 2nd, Big City Outlaws. August 9th, D-City Rock. August 16th, The Vinyl Stripes. August 23rd, Memphis Soul. And on August 30th, Bad Moon Rising. For more information, visit the Parks and Recreation page on rowlett.com.
Thank you for watching the July 2019 edition of Rowlett on the Water, on the Move. Any information or story heard on the show can be found on rowlett.com. And don't forget to check out Friday at 5. It's a weekly newsletter from City Hall available on the city's website and Facebook page every Friday after 5 p.m. See you next month on Rowlett on the Water, on the Move.